This is NASCAR Race Hub.
It's a big win-win right now for Team Penske. Checker flag. Brad Keselowski coming through to take the checker flag. A.J. Allmendinger. Keselowski pulls away. It's going to help him in the Owners' Championship. What a group that he is joining as a winner in this 22 car. It's Ryan Blaney.
Penske Racing's number 22 car is turning heads in the Nationwide Series this year after winning 6 of the last 10 with 4 different drivers.
And the most recent extravaganza for Team Penske coming this weekend in the Bluegrass. Yes, Kentucky hosting Nationwide cars on Saturday night. And Sam, you're on television.
A good-looking race car driver.
Started on the pole for the 3rd time this season Saturday night. Jumped out to an early lead. Sam was feeling good until he had to make a 4-tire pit stop. That was under caution at lap 65. Few drivers went with 2 tires. Sam lost a little track position. Lap 112, Truck Series regular Ryan Blaney in the 22 car. Takes the lead from the 11 of Elliott Sadler. He would hold on to it, but not without some challenges. 13 to go on a restart. Sam loose, nearly collected Blaney. I thought it was a great save by Sam. He fell back to 10th, rallied to 4th. Blaney, though, held off the 3 of Austin Dillon to take his first Nationwide win and only his 15th start.
And how about those Camping World Truck Series drivers making a statement in Nationwide? Ryan Blaney stealing a win from the Nationwide regulars. Austin Dillon there in 2nd, and truck veteran Matt Crafton in 3rd, points leader. And that guy right over there, Sam Hornish, 4th, and Alex Bowman 5th. Drew Herring trying to get noticed. An impressive run there at 6th. Brian Vickers 7th. Another trucker, Jeb Burton 8th. Cole Witt and Michael Annette rounding out the top 10.
Danielle, Sam, and Austin have been the model of consistency in 2013, and with 6 races remaining, Sam has a 15-point advantage over the driver of the 3, Regan Smith, Elliott Sadler, and Brian Vickers making up the top 5 as we get set to go on Saturday afternoon. Sam with us once again. You look at the championship standings, a 15-point advantage, 6 races to go at tracks where you've been pretty good. How do you manage the stretch run here?
I'd like about a 45-point advantage, but obviously we don't have that right now. But Austin and I have had a lot of fun racing against each other. It seems like I can't get away from him. When we go out there on the racetrack, we're always right around each other, which is good for us because he's not gaining a bunch of points on us. But as you saw the other night, I went out there, I wanted to win that race because I know that those extra bonus points by being able to go out there and win will mean a lot right now. And we are definitely racing to try to win the championship, but on the other hand, we know that when we have those advantages and we have those opportunities to try to win a race, you got to go for it. Just glad that we got back up to 4th.
Juan Pablo Montoya announced he's leaving NASCAR and joining Team Penske on the IndyCar side, where Sam has spent many, many days. Surprised by the decision that he opted not to stay in NASCAR for 2014.
I'm not really that surprised by it because when you look at the Cup rides that are out there and where he's coming from at Ganassi and what that program's been about and been around him, I don't think that he was really going to be able to get into a position at a team that he felt like was going to give him a better opportunity than what he just had. And then when you have the opportunity to go to work for Roger Penske, he's worked for Chip, which has obviously been Chip Ganassi, really good team owner, won a lot of races, Indy 500s, championships over on the IndyCar side. Now he got the opportunity to go and work for Roger. And, when Roger calls, you got to answer.
We were talking a moment ago about all the success the 22 car has had in nationwide competition this year, but doing so with many different drivers. Joey is one, Brad. We talk about A.J. Allmendinger, and certainly over the weekend, Ryan Blaney. So how does that work for you as a series regular who's going for a championship? What's the communication like between the two teams?
I think that the switch-up is almost a good thing for that team. Jeremy Bowens and the guys that work on the 22, it seems like every other weekend they've got a different driver in the car. So they're constantly getting different feedback about their setups. We work pretty well together with those guys as far as switching back and forth and figuring out where everybody's at. Now, the 22 is able to race a little bit differently than we are. They're able to go out there to push the envelope at times and give themselves a little bit more of an opportunity to win. They're not really points racing as much as we are right now. It's good to see those guys go out there and for that team to have success with all those different drivers.
Impressive to see the success your team has had in the Nationwide Series so far this year. Sam coming back later in the show to give us his Sprint Cup Series champion prediction. You don't want to miss that.
We look forward to it. You know, the competition director at Joe Gibbs Racing says there is one major factor to 20-car success this season. Find out what the team is banking on to win the championship. Plus, has Dale Earnhardt Jr. already given up hope on a 2013 title? We'll ask him when the hub rolls.
Thanks for watching.